Hey detectives, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we explored town a bit, and we're currently poking around a bookshop while waiting to finish internalizing advanced racism. Once that's done, we're going to head into the Dockyard, hopefully.
These shelves are overburdened with
no,
books
it's
from
Dick
the
Mullen,
same series. You see
our
the
nemesis.
name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
I see.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Hell yeah.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen.
This is who they compare me to, huh?
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Well, Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Yeah, sounds extremely correct. Any more?
Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death.
3 times?
And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Oh, she likes Dick Mullen.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Who is
Your quick
Dick
eye
Mullen?
notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
A mistaken identity,
A
you say?
worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
Yeah, probably.
Then this is the book for you.
Don't have enough money for that either. Clearly I don't have enough money to buy any of these, but I'm gonna look at all of them anyway. Quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid indeed. What the hell?
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
It seems weird to specify. Who's writing biographies of not famous people? Okay,
Browsing
let's take a
through
look.
all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Okay, what's that about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called The Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his
fuck?
eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Why?
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Good
I'm
grief,
sorry, I did
Croissants.
not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Lady, you have 0 other customers. You might as well let me browse. Good grief.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important
no,
educational
religious.
tool, delving into the depths of history,
that was pretty obvious
religion,
already,
and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
I agree, and yet somehow I think we have very different understandings of history and society,
You
Placence.
feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
See. What's this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics.
I
In
see.
the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you.
Could we see
You
cities?
can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
I see.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
What about south and northwest?
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
The physics of this world are clearly really
You
freaky.
have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Okay,
The north
Revachol.
coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
East side is rich. West?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
That's not great.
It's not
So
really a map.
Martinez?
It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
You're judging my $2.79 wallet?
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is that so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
It's not. What
They
happened?
didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Okay, I will spend 90 cents for
Always
the map.
good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yes, lovely. We have a map now. It's the only book I can afford.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Does seem to be
There's
mostly.
also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Oh boy.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
That sounds bad.
These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
That's nice in theory, but really lends itself to scams. So how's that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
This is why I said it sounds good in theory, because in practice a lot of it is garbage pseudoscience.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
Maybe you should
And
stop.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
What are these, Storekeep?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
There's no wisdom here,
I
Placence.
can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
What? A police store? What the hell does that even mean? What was that thought? Give me my thought back. Oh, everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Yes, exactly. Plaisance, you seem like a terrible person. Let's talk.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
That's the actual name? Why would you name the store that?
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
So, are you the owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice, high-pitched, sounds familiar. You've talked to her before through the doorbell. Oh! She's the only shop that answered, huh? I see. Your daughter's the one standing outside the store?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me,
Well, I love
was
Annette.
she at her post doing her
It's a
job
shame
like
her mother
a proper
sucks so
girl?
much. Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Well, she's very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Well, good news, ma'am. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. No. Should I say this? Doesn't seem good. But I don't feel like it's going to work on Plaisance. All this pressure's really making her anxious.
I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
Well, I don't know that she can do
She
anything about it.
can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I don't know much of anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one.
I think I
but
broke
there
her.
simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Yeah, this hasn't fixed anything in the long term.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Grand Caron, what's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
Your husband's also involved in the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
I see.
Super silent, almost inaudibly so.
Something tells me this marriage's not doing great. She an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Of course, yes. This economy.
Exactly.
I know all about the economy, Shirley. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore?
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Of course.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
It does seem out of character, actually, because she does seem like a super uptight, feels like she would be beating Plaisance, or she'd be beating Annette for not getting straight A's as opposed to taking her out of school entirely, but she's super stressed about the store, obviously, but I'm not going to cut her too much slack because she seems just all around kind of terrible.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
All
The
right.
woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
If I want to buy a book.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
So, what types of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
All right, I'll take a look.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Can Can I talk to Annette again? I think I did her maybe a good turn, or maybe her mother's just gonna, like, beat her or something as soon as we're out of sight.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Well, we tried.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
This...
You have absolutely no idea.
Gotcha.
Familiar?
Alright, see you around, Annette.
Advanced
Oh, no.
race theory.
I've internalized advanced race theory. This just cannot possibly
Everything
be a
is
good thing.
calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
We've gained conceptualization because the mystery is mostly aesthetic. No, I can forget things. Except I don't have enough skill points to forget things, apparently, but... Oh, I don't have enough slots to internalize this. Like, you need that. Okay, so interesting, you have limited thoughts. Gotcha. I don't think I want to wear this tank top. I have this map now. Oh yes, look at that. It's kind of, it is very much a touristy kind of map, huh? But hey, it's something. So that must be, that's the inn, right? And then that's the courtyard, and that's the docks, and we are... Where are we? Here, I guess? Not a huge map, to be fair. Alright, let's go back and talk to this guy. It's 5:30, surely, surely he'll respond well to my internalization of racism. What's up, mate?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
And
This is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. Pretty much, yeah.
look, babe, the rich man has humiliated and emasculated this couple. He can only think in base materialist categories and feminine abstractions like money.
Rich man really fucked him over, Jean.
Woman looks half bored.
His rage is already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy of revolution. All it can accomplish now is impotent academic text and neurosyphilitic rock and roll melancholia. Impotent class warrior, I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
Thanks, racist.
Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally. Let's go.
Kim, I don't think is too enthused about my internalization of advanced racism, but at least I used it to make a communist talking point. I don't suppose things have gotten radically worse down here. But is this not the door? I thought this was the door. Wait, is this the door? Oh yes, this is the door. Okay. We're in. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Postcard. Worth 34 cents, lads. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Wait, what's that now? Sunglasses? Plus visual calculus minus drama? Oh, they're not dramatic enough, I see. Morale. Sweet. So we won't die the next time we disappoint a child?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's
Sweet.
unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Yes, so definitely
The
skipping
drawer
that.
opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds
Browsing.
of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names,
Okay.
dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Let's try.
Whatever's hidden here
Nice.
is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Okay, let's
It
look at
appears
that.
to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
More
All
banners.
items
Critical,
on the
really.
list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, came a to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed out,
Okay.
and the drawer slides shut.
La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. Hope Everard doesn't mind if I just steal all the Union stuff. Radio is funky.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I see. What's this chair then? A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. I see. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Makes sense. These stairs? Yes. Can I get the rest of the way up? Is that possible? Not from here.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. There is a white rectangle clearly visible on its back.
Look, Lieutenant, someone left their cloak behind.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia, after all.
How the hell did I leave it here? That I did immediately realize that, but you think I
The
should get it?
service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Fair enough, Kim.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Recovered one of our possessions. This is progress. Collecting rainwater. Can't get down there. Get over here. No, I can't. Get over here. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Search the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Leave
Let's
it
get
alone,
going.
man.
The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Yeah, okay, let's go. I can't go down those stairs. So I think I have to go this way. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Too far. Why am I running everywhere? I don't know what it did to make me run everywhere. Should I? I don't think I should just push the button willy-nilly. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Fall soon. Those are fed. Sweet. And 55 cents, even sweeter. Valsund means whale fjord in Ardan. Okay, hell of a name. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. Great machines are sleeping. Okay, I feel like I've skipped past somewhere. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. That's locked, I guess. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Kim, I'm with the 563. I'll be able to pay you in no time. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. What's up, buddy?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container,
Container, put the logos on.
The
Okay.
lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
How do I know that he's Ubi? Oh, that's his nationality. I thought it was his name somehow. You're Ubi,
Oh
right?
yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Reckle, yes. You the guy who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
The little guy chuckles
It's
merrily.
very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Is this? What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Makes it the whirling.
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something's off about this borscht.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
I see. What you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves, the containers towering behind him. What's going on here?
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery,
Yeah, that
and
was
the
clear.
mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors.
Seems fine to me.
It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
What's under the covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some
Uh-oh.
chemicals. Most of
Well,
them have labels
that's
on
probably
them, I
fine,
think.
surely. Big redecorating
Yes,
operation.
They are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Why are you changing the covers, Leo?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
That would seem to be justified, to be fair. Thanks, Leo. You're very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where's everybody at? Harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to
But
think.
Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. And what kind of trouble did Titus get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
They did a murder, didn't they? What'd they do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
I think we have a prime suspect for the murder.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks to you for assistance.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of a fight they get into? They kill a mercenary?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
Yeah.
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
You work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
He chuckles.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Okay.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Why are you suckling on a candy bar, man?
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I think you're doing a great job, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles. The
Well,
little man.
thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Alright, I'm looking for the leader of the union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I want to know where I can find him.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay,
I
I'm
know.
off. I am prepared to shoot any number of scabs to protect Leo. He's amazing. The coffee in the giant thermos is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. Okay, that's gonna be Mr. Clare. But I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there for now, and we will talk to him next time. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.